All right, what is up, traders? What's up, tycoons? Super excited for today's video. We're going to take a look at the Victoria VR coin. All right, it's been a huge breakout here recently. This is another viewer request, so if you want to see your coin or token in the next video, just drop a comment down below, and I'll go ahead and get to it as soon as I can. I do these viewer requests every week. We can take a look at the macro chart. All right, there are some key levels to the upside. We have as some bullish price targets, some supply zones we do need to be aware of. But if we do get continued bullishness, it is possible we could come up to the 0.019 level as well as 0.021. Those are going to be some key areas to pay attention to if we continue to push higher. But if we zoom in a little bit more, we'll actually break down the key levels that we need to hold in order for us to continue going higher in case of a pullback. We are starting to pull back a little bit here, as you can see, but we're still holding above our major levels. I'll break down why those are so important. You can see we had the falling wedge and the nice breakout here. We'll also take a look at the RSI because currently we were recently overbought, and we'll take a look at the last time that we were overbought on this token and what ended up happening. So make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. As always, the content provided on this channel is for informational and educational purposes only and is not intended to be relied upon as legal, financial, or investment advice. Trading in stocks, bonds, commodity, and crypto involve a significant risk of loss and is not suitable for all investors. Be sure to read through the full disclaimer, and we'll go ahead and get started into it. So, again, on the macro chart, you can see here that this 0.021045 level was a key area, that we were testing as support. And once we broke down through there, we really had a sharp drop in the price of the token. And even on this crazy wick up here, all right, we did ended up wicking right near that 0.021 level. Okay. And then we consolidated a little bit here, all right, and formed a supply zone. All right. And that's when we ended up dropping even more. So, you can see currently we're battling this supply zone over here that we put in. All right, and that's where we're getting rejected is at these highs. And we're gonna see, maybe this can turn into a cup and handle, okay, something like this. And that would be able to push us up to that 0.021 level. But we have to be very mindful of our key levels of support because if we end up breaking below these, most likely we're gonna end up getting a retest of the prior lows, if not testing, some of the other lows that we created. So you got to be very mindful of, things that are happening right now in the chart. If we zoom in a little bit more and take a look at our RSI, remember this is your relative strength index down here. That's what the RSI stands for. It's going to give you the relative strength of a token at its given price levels. And we can see that once we get above this dotted line here, which is 70, that's the technical definition of overbought. And last time we put in a big peak like this, you can see that we had a very similar candle start to form, right? So this candle looks very similar to this candle right here, right? And we ended up getting a very, very strong pullback, right? We moved all the way up, exploded in price, and then we consolidated here and ended up dropping back down. So, we need to be really mindful. Now, these three candles right here, this 1, 2, and 3, these are what's known as three white soldiers. And this is a bullish chart pattern or a candlestick pattern in particular. I do have an entire free trading course on YouTube. There's a free trading course playlist. And in the beginning of that playlist, we go over different candlestick patterns. So if you're interested in learning some different candlestick patterns, that's definitely a great resource. A lot of people are always selling trading courses and different things like this. I've put together a nice, decent little free one that you guys can check out. And I'm expanding upon that and making things more complex, going into more complex strategies as it develops. So definitely be mindful that the same thing may happen again. Last time we were overbought, we saw a quick peak in there, and then we started to see a sharp drop and fall off afterwards. We have to be very mindful of that, which is why we have our major support levels here. Okay, all the way down to 0.00999 is still going to potentially be bullish. Okay, even if we pull back all the way to there, we have the chance of continuing higher and retesting this supply zone and breaking through, potentially even hitting this supply zone or our third bullish price target to the upside. Right. But the reason that these three levels are so important in particular is because this is your 38.2, 50%, and 61.8% retracement levels. These are the three most common and well-respected fibs. And you use the fibs because nothing moves in a straight line down and nothing moves in a straight line up. Rather, you get a move up, retracement, continuation higher, or a move down, retracement, continuation lower. So you can use these to spot trend continuation. So if we hold above 0.00999, then we are still in that potential for trend continuation and can continue heading higher. Now, you can also use the fibs to spot reversal. So if you break through these levels, right, if you move up, retrace, and you start to consolidate and break through your major retracement levels, that's how you can spot a potential downside reversal. So that's what we need to be mindful of. And that's why we're bearish below 0.00999. Okay. Is because if we move down, consolidate, and flip this to resistance from support, then most likely we're going to get a reversal in this uptrend. Okay. But for now, we're still holding above the major levels. All right. We're going to see if we can continue to hold above those and potentially push higher. We do need to be mindful if we get a push up into this area that we don't form a double top and then drop back down. That's definitely a possibility. You could even call it a triple top with a top here, then a double top, and then a triple top. So you have to be mindful of all of the different scenarios. If we are able to break through this area and get a breakout retest, we would be looking for a test of this supply zone up here, right around the 0.018 to 0.019 level. That's going to be the next, targets that we would be looking for. And if we can break through there, 0.021, as I mentioned, is going to be the third and final bullish price target for this current move. So, that's everything that I'm looking at when it comes to the VR coin, okay, Victoria VR. Again, this was a viewer request. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for more.